Natural vegetation of Australia. The scarcity of dense forest is the distinguishing feature of the Australia, where most of the continent is covered with grassland, shrubs, and open woodlands that reflect the climate of Australia. So now let us see what are the types of vegetation that we can find in Australia. The first is called the tropical forest. These tropical forests in Australia, it is found in northern, northern and northeastern coastal area of Australia. So they occupy a very small area of the tropical forest. The important trees which we can find in Australia in tropical forest like patchy and palm, ash, leech, cedar. These are the important trees that we can find in Australia temperate forest. That is in tropical forest. Forest of Australia, that is called a temperate forest. They are mostly found in the mountainous and hilly area of Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria and Tasmania. And what they are titled? They are known as hilly forest because they are able to see on the mountainous and the hilly areas, so they are known as hilly forest. What are the trees that we can see in this temperate forest? The trees like eucalyptus, acacia, pine and eucalyptus, acacia, pine and calitris. Eucalyptus is mainly used for oil and paper making. It is also called Nilgiri oil. Okay. The next we are going to study it is about the grassland. There are two types of grasslands in Australia. Number one, tropical grassland, it's called savanna, and the second it's called a temperate grassland, downs. So the first one, which is located west of the Eastern Highlands in Queensland, central part of North Australia and the northern part of West Australia. So they are called as savanna grassland. And the next second one, the temperate grasslands are called as downs. They are largely found in Murray-Darling Basin, and this is the temperate grassland. They are known as the down because they are found to the region of basin area, Murray-Darling riverside. So they are called as the temperate grassland down. And it is used for the purpose of pastoral activity, in the sense of grazing of animals. And these grasslands, Tuso, Mitchell and Astrobil grasses are very spacious, in the sense here wherein in the sense here the grassland which we have studied like Tuso, Mitchell and Astrobil grass species are found in Australia. The one important grassland that is called Tuso grassland, this is a best grass for sheep rearing, for the cattle, that is called as sheep. And the next one we are going to study, that is called the shrublands. What we can find in the shrublands here? They are commonly found in southern and the western part of Western Australia, the southern part of South Australia, the western part of South Wales and a small area in southern Queensland. Commonly, shrubs we can find in this region. Due to very less rainfall, we can find this type of plants over there, that is called the shrubs, acacia, and a tree that is called as eucalyptus tree. Yes, children. See, can you see the shrubs? Yes, this type of plants are found in Australia due to less rainfall. Eucalyptus trees, these are very scattered. Cactus and thorny plants are more in number that we can find in the region of Australia. And the next it's called the desert vegetation. This type of vegetation is commonly found in central and eastern part of Western Australia. The rainfall is very scanty. Here to receive a very shortage of rainfall, so we can find this type of plants in Australia. Cactus, salt bush grass and many other thorny bushes are grown in desert vegetation. They are special devices that they are dry desert climate, so they receive a very short rainfall, and so this type of plants we can see a tree. This is called a cedar tree, that's found in Australia, and the next one is called as the palm tree. Next is called eucalyptus tree that are found in Australia. Now let's study about the population of Australia. As mentioned earlier, Australia is not only a small in terms of size but also has a small population. So we just know Australia is a continent. Do people survive over there? Yes, people live over there in Australia. And here, the total population in Australia is 20.0 million according to the census took place in 2012, which accounts for only 0.31% of the world population is living over there. And in 1860, the population was 1.15 million and it rose to 18.7 million in the year 1998. It is increasing or decreasing? Yes, it is increasing. It has increased in 1998. The growth of population increased till, that is in the sense here, when we compare 1860 to 1998, the population of Australia has risen. And the population of Australia, where we can see uneven and space, in the sense here, not so much of number of people living over there, not more and not less. It is common. The vast interior territory of Australia is without inhabitants. In the sense here, no people live in jungles. The people live like in urban. The place like New South Wales. This is very populated city. That's in Wales, where we can see the most populated state. 1/3 of the population live in Australia, and another state called Victoria. One third of population lives in South Wales of Australia, and Victoria is the second place, followed by South Australia, and the next place called Tasmania. Even here, less population in the sense here, 50% of the population survive in Tasmania, and where we have 6 capital cities like Sydney, Melbourne. Tasmania is sparsely populated. Nearly 50% of the population in the continent lives in 6 capital cities like Sydney, like Melbourne, Brisbane, Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth and Newcastle. So these cities were 6 capital cities where we can see the population. And density, what is this density? The density in the sense here, number of people living in Australia. So density, where we can see a population living in more in number. Australia is one of the country where we can see a very low density of population, very less number of people surviving. Australia is one of the country with very low density of population. In the sense here, the people live in Australia. The average density of population is only 3% per square kilometer. In a sense here, imagine a one house or 2 houses and there's a gap. Again we can see enough people living over there. In the sense that there's a gap from one distance to another distance. As we see here in a city, like a society, there's no formation of society in Australia. It varies from one place to another. Just as I said you here, the people are not living togetherly. They are living from one place to another place. There's a gap there. Population density is very high. That's in urban. Number of people live over there. Where the people, in the sense here, the people live over there where we can see the people, where the people live in industrial centers. Yes, in urban. We are living in urban city here. Education for the population. The population density is very high in a few urban and industrial centers, capital cities along the east coast of the continent, namely Victoria, South Wales, Queensland, Tasmania, etc. So here we can see a huge population and a moderate density where we can find, that is southeastern and southwestern parts. And in contrast, 80% of the continent covered by desert and semi-desert. That's in Australia, and it has the lowest density. The general pattern of population distribution is remarkable reflection of geographical influence. So here in Australia, urban population is more. That's of 85% compared to rural population is 15% of population survive, or population live in rural area. So it is clearly given here, the population, the area covered by the desert and its semi-desert, the people are not living there. So the huge population live in urban cities. Here children, we have discussed the topic about the Australia, the flattest continent. So we have learned about the location, extent, physical division, then the political, and about the climate and the natural vegetation. So here children,